What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of TK's Brew. I'm your host, DJ Kino. We got a special guest today, the world's shortest DJ Khaled impersonator ever with us. Everybody give it up for, I was about to say DJ Khaled, DJ Echo in the building. Let's go.
What up? Appreciate you having me.
Yes, sir. We got it going. Welcome to the podcast.
Appreciate you. It's good to be here.
Definitely. Well, first question, like I've been asking all the DJs, is just tell us about you. Tell us about where you're from, what got you into DJing, how long you've been DJing. I know it's been since like Abraham Lincoln discovered electricity, but you know, or whatever. Abraham Lincoln, Benjamin Franklin. Sorry, I'm dumb. But yeah, tell us about it.
I was born in Colorado Springs. And then my family moved here when I was 2.
Yeah.
And I've just been here since. My parents grew up in Cali.
Oh,
I used to spend like every summer in Cali. So
yeah.
I grew up. I pretty much say I grew up kind of like both worlds.
Yeah. What part of Cali?
San Jose, East Side.
Oh, okay. Bet. Yeah.
So yeah, my parents are from there, from the lowrider cholo scene. So
that makes a lot of sense right now. So much fucking sense. Jesus Christ.
My dad had a lowrider. I mean, he had a Monte Carlo, gold Dayton's,
that's kind of
Pearl
live,
White,
though.
gold flakes, switches, everything.
That's live. Fuck yeah. That's live.
So, and then how I got into DJing was I actually had a lot of anger issues growing up.
Bro.
Yeah, when I was a kid. Like I'm talking about like I would hit my brother for no reason and put holes in the wall when I get mad. That kind of shit.
Are you the older brother?
Yeah, I'm the oldest.
Damn. Same. Shout out. Sorry, Matthew. Shout out to my brother. He's the editor.
So like I was just a mean kid, dude. Like I had just like real bad anger problems.
Mm-hmm.
I had some family move in from Cali. My cousin Tommy actually.
Oh yeah. Fuck yeah.
Shout out to Bellas. He was DJing, like just he would DJ in his room and stuff, and he had vinyls.
Okay.
And I would every time I go over, I just got fascinated with it, like because I loved music in general, but I started seeing what he was doing, and I was like, damn, what is that? Like,
yeah.
So he would let me play with his records and stuff every time I went over, and then I guess my parents just saw how much interest I had in it, and one Christmas there was a pair of CD turntables.
Oh no shit! They bought you
sure.
CDJs?
Wasn't CDJs? They were new marks.
Oh okay.
Yeah, so it was some throwback shit.
Yeah. Where you plug, you gotta put the CD in that shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, I started off with those, but I first learned with vinyl from his setup. Mm-hmm. So I learned how to like mix with that, and all that was just by ear. Like there was no waves, no nothing. So like even with the CD ones, CD ones didn't have waves or nothing. It was just a timer of how long the song was.
Yeah.
So I'd spend. My parents always told me, of course, school came 1st, and so I'd wake up. I started like actually practicing and picking it up like with my own setup in 2001.
Oh damn!
Yeah, so I was like in 7th grade. So I'd wake up an hour before, 2 hours before I had to go to the bus stop, get ready, practice for an hour, go to the bus stop, go to school, come back.
Yeah.
Did my homework, and I practiced the rest of the night.
Back in 7th grade, you were like 12 years old? Damn.
And I'd be in my room. Me and my brother shared a room at that time, and I had my turntable set up in between our beds, and I would just practice every night. And that's the first thing I learned was just transitioning. My parents used to get mad because I take their CDs. Like my mom listened to a lot of like freestyle, like Latin hip hop, like Lil Susie.
Oh, that's live.
Stuff like that. Yeah. So I would take her CDs, put them in, and then practice mixing with that. And I learned my transitions first. That's a big reason too why I don't really DJ with headphones.
Yeah.
Because I didn't really have headphones at the time. I was practicing with just off speakers.
Oh, okay.
So it's like, because a lot of people trip out. They're like, you hardly use headphones. But I'm like, I'm so used to just going off the sound and what it sounds like on the outside versus in the ear. But
not even gonna catch. Sometimes I'm just lazy and like I'll just, and it's stupid, but I'll like do this. I'll just play the song a little, like a half a second out and loud. I'll be like, okay, that's what it sounds like. And then I'm just,
I've done that with like newer songs. Like when I download new stuff and I'm like, ooh, I haven't heard this. How does it sound?
Just a little, just a little. Blim.
Yeah. So I'll act like I'm scratching. I'll just bring it back.
And then you're like, oh, okay, that's how it sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then I actually started with the name DJ LS when I first started.
I was gonna be like Mr. Vegas or no.
No. Me and some friends, we had cliques back then.
Yeah.
Not necessarily a gang, but just cliques.
Cliques, yeah.
Friends you hung out with. So in middle school, we had a clique, and they called me Little Shorty. So I was like, let me just use that as my DJ name.
LS, okay.
Like we had shirts, like our names on the
For
back,
real?
like all that shit. Yeah.
That's
So
live.
I was like, let me use that. But then that's when I met Julian Albert. At that time, he was going by LX. And he lived with my cousin.
Yeah, Tommy? Yeah.
So he lived with my cousin the same time I started DJing. Mm-hmm. So me and him kind of started around the same time. But, bro, he used to eat. He'd wake up like he lived, breathed, ate that shit. Like, 100%. Like, he gave me so much more motivation. Because I would go over to my cousin's house and I see him just... Bro, it'd be like 9 a.m. and he's already in there cutting up, scratching, mixing. Like, you're like, what the fuck? But that was just a passion.
Yeah.
And so I picked up more off of him and I just learned from there. And then after a while, I was like, LS sounds too much like LX. Mm-hmm. And one day I was looking at a cologne and it said Echo on it.
You got your shit from a cologne? Yo, what?
And after that, I changed it, and I just stuck with it since. And ever since then, everybody's called me Echo, and I was like, I can't change it now.
I'm surprised they didn't call you DJ Airhorn. God damn.
Well, see, so I studied. Sounds so crazy. When the internet got bigger.
Yeah.
Because I come from the dial-up AOL days, like Yahoo Messenger. Nigga, chat rooms were lit.
Yeah.
So when I started studying like other DJs, I would study like East Coast.
East Coast? Okay.
East Coast DJs. So I learned a lot of my style from them, even to this day. Yeah. Like just the way they play, the way they rock the crowd, like talking on the mic. So that's where I get my style from. Like when I started, let's see. So when I first started DJing, of course, I started doing like house parties. Mm-hmm. So I was doing like house parties for like $40 a night. Like just, damn. We throw a party at someone's house.
And a keg or what?
Huh?
And a keg or what?
Yeah, we had all that.
Oh,
so like,
shit.
Yeah, these were like your house parties.
Yeah.
What I used to do is I was doing flyers at first, but then Round Rock PD caught on.
Nah, shit.
So they started busting the house parties, and then I ended up with 2 cell phones. And
you had 2 phones?
I had 2 cell phones. So what I did was one was my main phone, and the other one was a party line. So what you would do is people knew Friday night.
Yeah.
Call this number at 8:00.
Yeah. And
you'll get the directions from South 35 and from North 35 how to get to the house.
Oh shit.
Because at that time you didn't have like GPS on the phone. You had to use MapQuest, print that shit out.
That's wild.
And then follow that piece of paper to the address. So
damn, for real? Yeah. God damn, thank God.
Shout out to MapQuest. I had so many papers in my car. Yeah. So you type in the address, like I would type in your address.
Yeah.
And then I print that paper out. And I have to, bro, you'd have to look at street signs, all that.
That's wild.
Yeah.
And you just got to be like, I hope this is the right place.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
That's crazy.
So I gave directions. And then, so you would just call the party line and it would go straight to voicemail and you get the directions.
Yeah.
And then if the party got busted, I would put another address in if we went somewhere else. And you would know where to go after that.
Oh, so you already had a plan B in there, bitch.
Yeah.
Damn, that's wild.
So
was this when you were like...
This is like high school.
High school time?
So then...
Oh, so you were the high school DJ. Like your high school DJ.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And then I started... Random girl just asked me, can you do my quinceañera? Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh shit. I was like, look, like I don't have all that.
Yeah.
She was like, no, just show up. She was like, I just needed last minute DJ. So I did it. And then after that, I started getting asked from other girls, can you do my quinceañera kid?
Yeah.
So it started like
shit.
booking up.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, I was booking quinceañeras from Round Rock all the way to Cedar Park.
Yeah.
And all that, and Leander. And I was like, it even got to a point where like girls were fighting. Like, no, this weekend I got Echo. And then the other girl would be like, well, I wanted him.
Damn, everybody want Daddy Echo? Oh, shit.
So they would like switch their dates, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
that's wild.
Just so that it worked out.
That's wild.
And yeah, so I started doing that. And then I got with the rap group. Shout out ATV Records. I got with them early on. It was like senior year of high school. I met a homie named Angel. He went by Pimp Talk 101. And this is like how I kind of met Grip.
Mm-hmm.
Grip was with Grip, or still is, of course, Dollars and Cents.
Mm-hmm.
And Grip, DJ Sense, and that's how I met Spinner too. Spinner was just a kid,
little baby Spinner.
Yeah,
shout out baby Spinner,
young Spinner,
dumb, beautiful motherfucker.
So we do these rap shows, and we would cross paths a lot. But Grip, Sense, and Spinner were like, they were the go-to guys for shows.
Yeah,
like they had the big names out of Texas. Like they had like Charlie Boy, they had the Paul Wall. Like this is like at its peak. Like we were doing shows at the Back Room. Like it was just like a every weekend thing. Like it was just popping. But they were the ones that threw the biggest shows.
That's
like,
crazy.
In my opinion, it was just because they were at every every car show. They would outsell us in the merch booth.
Damn.
And at the car shows, they would always be set up across from them. I'd be pissed.
That's wild.
Because Grip is sitting there, they slinging CDs and outselling us. I'm like, golly, bro. Like,
what year? What time? What year was this?
See, I graduated in 06. So this is like 06 to 2010.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's 2000s right there. That's wild. Yeah.
So Grip was doing mixtapes. He was doing mixtapes, DVDs, like.
Damn.
Yeah, so he was doing it all. Like, I'm talking about their merch booth was lit. Yeah. But ATV Records is the ones that really put me on downtown. Because I used to go downtown. I was slang CDs on the corners for like $5 a pop.
Yeah.
So I'd be down there every weekend slanging CDs. And then eventually I got asked to do a nightclub. And I didn't know what I was doing. I was like, a nightclub? Like, what the fuck? But I went and did it. And I think I did it for like, bro, I had to be like $50, dog.
No shit.
Like $75.
God damn.
Yeah. It was like way at the beginning of 6. Like, it was like nobody really, I think it was called Club Volume at the time.
Oh, really? Was it like where like Mala is or like the venue?
Yeah.
Over by
so
the venue?
you know that little blue building? I don't know if you know it.
Yeah.
Like after Mala?
Oh yeah.
So it was that.
It
was in there. Yeah, it was a 2-level club.
Oh shit.
It was pretty decent, but that's where I got my first chance. And then after that, it kind of snowballed to where I would just get asked to open or fill in.
Yeah.
And for the longest, I started filling in. I did. Man, when did I start doing Lit Lounge? I did Lit Lounge like when they opened up.
When did they open?
Man,
because I think they just closed. Like I'm talking like a couple months ago.
Yeah,
type shit.
I think they were open for like what 10 years.
I can't
even remember.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they were open for a long time, but they're the ones that gave me my real first 6th Street like
gig. Yeah,
residency.
Oh,
like,
residency. Yeah.
You're that guy. Like
that's wild.
And I learned a lot from there. Like I never talked on the mic before that, believe it or not.
That's crazy.
Never.
Because you don't shut the fuck up on the mic now.
And shout out to Cody, the owner.
Yeah.
He told me, he's like, yo, I need somebody that could talk on the mic.
Yeah.
To hype the crowd up. He's like, if you can't do that, then I'm going to have to find somebody else. He's like, I need you to at least try. And I would get so nervous, bro. I'm like, man, I don't want to talk. Like, I sound stupid.
Yeah.
So that's when I went back to the drawing board of listening to New York DJs. And I'd hear them. And I'm like, okay, if they're talking like this, I could just talk on the mic.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're talking, like they're having conversations. Like,
Really, yeah.
in my opinion, New York DJs they talk heavy on the mic, heavy.
I mean, same, but like I think that's just a city, because Houston is the same way.
Yeah,
Houston,
you're right. You're right.
They're heavy on the mic in Houston,
Yeah.
but they're heavy in the mic in in New York. But I think it's more of just a hip hop thing.
See, I think Texas is so laid back
Yeah.
that it wasn't downtown. Not a lot of DJs were talking. Period.
Oh, really?
I mean, they would talk, but it wasn't like
Wasn't a lot. Yeah.
like what I do now, like or what some of us do. Like, so I was like, all right, well, so I started practicing in front of the mirror and in the shower, like when like I'm playing the radio and shit.
Yeah.
And I just in the car, I'm listening to the radio, I act like I'm DJing, so I talk over it. And after that, I just started doing it, and after that, Cody was like, all right.
Hey, that's live though.
And then after that, he kind of taught me how to read the crowd and just go with the flow and just kind of like read people's reactions.
Yeah.
And then that's when I kind of learned different formats. Mm-hmm. And then during that time, there was an area called Warehouse District.
I've been hearing about this.
So Warehouse District was kind of like the West before West.
Okay.
So it was a combination of almost like, it was very clubby, not so much bar. It was very clubby. Like you had to dress up.
Oh no,
Like
shit.
guys had to wear button ups, like nice shoes,
We don't have that anymore.
like nice pants. Yeah, it was not like casual like how we are now.
Yeah.
Like you had to dress up when you get over there, otherwise you weren't getting in.
That's crazy.
They had cover charges. It was mostly bottle service. So I was DJing. That's kind of like how I met Nice too.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
During that time?
during that time, because like people like me, Orion, you know Blitz.
Yeah, I know Blitz. Yeah.
So Blitz actually owned Buka Lounge, which was on West
yeah.
back in the day, and it was like a basement type. Like you walk in and it went straight down.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and it was all just like basement vibes, but it was
Yeah.
like upbeat house, like EDM, like it was dope. And there was a place called Townhouse, and me and Nice weren't talking for years after this incident.
Oh really? Wait,
Because
what?
he had me filling in for him at Townhouse.
Yeah.
He'd be like, hey, can you cover me? I got something else going on. Because he had just gotten in the city at that time.
Oh,
And,
no
and
shit.
he was, excuse my language, but fucking it up. Like, good.
Yeah.
Like, everybody was like, who the fuck is this kid from New York?
Yeah.
He came in, was playing the top Latin shit,
Yeah.
but he's from New York. So they know that, with Puerto Ricans and all that.
That
it's
motherfucker
like,
love Latin music.
yeah, like he came in heavy hitter, hitting hard. Like everybody was like, "Who is this guy?" Like you saw him on every flyer, all the gigs. You're like, "Damn, he's taking everybody's spots." Like, what the fuck? Like, who is this? So he had me filling in for him at Townhouse, and eventually they said, "You know what? Nice is not showing up no more."
Yeah.
They said, "Do you want the gig on Saturday nights?" And I said, "What?" They're like, "Yeah." And I said, well, let me talk to him. They said, no, don't talk to him.
Oh, that's
They're
shady.
like, we need an answer right now.
That's shady.
And I was like, they're like, let us deal with that. They're like, let us be the bad guys, and we'll talk to him. They're like, he hasn't showed up for the past 3 weeks, and you've been here. They're like, so do you want to do it or not? And I was like, I guess.
Oh shit.
Like, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I was like, but you need to talk to him. Like, I made sure of that.
Yeah.
Nice calls me up. Yo, what the fuck? Yo, you took my fucking gig.
Took my
like,
fucking gig.
And I was like, yo, you ain't showed up. I was like, I told them, I said, I didn't want to take it right away.
Yeah.
I said, I straight up told them I wanted to talk to you first. He's fuck that. You took my gig. You fucking dick. Like, that just went off, bro. And I was like,
funny.
oh my. I said, bro, like, I said, you're mad at me for filling in for you?
For you not showing up? Yeah.
I said, yo, you called me. I didn't call you.
Yeah.
And we didn't talk for years, bro.
That's wild.
For years. We didn't talk.
Crazy.
And finally, I don't know what happened. We met. We crossed paths, and he was just like, yo, I'm sorry.
No shit.
And I said, for what?
Yeah.
And at that time, I wasn't like thinking about like what had happened to us.
Yeah.
Like, and I said, what are you? He goes, I blamed you for taking my gig.
Yeah.
And I said, bro, that's old shit. Like, I'm over it.
Move on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said, I'm not even like mad at you. Like,
Yeah.
he goes, for real? And I said, yeah, like, we good. Like,
Yeah.
that's old shit. And then years later, he asked me to take over library.
Oh, really?
So he was doing library like almost 7 days a week.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And he was like, yo, it's great money. He's like, he goes, I need somebody to do it. He actually started telling me about his health issues at that time.
Oh, for real?
So this is when I first like got into library like 10 years ago.
Damn, it's an old ass bar. Fuck.
Yeah. That bar's been there like over 20 years, bro.
Damn.
That's one of the like
Oldest ones?
you'd meet people, like I've met people in Vegas,
Yeah.
like just randoms, like gambling at the table.
Yeah.
And they'll see the shirt and they're like, that bar is still downtown. I'm like, yeah, I did
Yeah.
there. They're like, man, we used to go there when we were in our 20s. Like, I'm talking
That's
about,
wild.
yeah. So that bar has been there.
That's crazy.
It's a staple.
Yeah, no shit. Hey, shout out to library.
Yep. But he was like, he goes, yo, can you take over? And I think at that time, bro, it was paying $40 a night.
No shit.
That was a base pay, but you had a percentage.
Yeah.
So he was like, oh, you'll make great money. No.
Oh, he's capping.
I didn't make shit,
He
dog.
take 10% off that too? What?
And I was just like, and finally, I started learning the format there because he was playing Latin heavy. But that's when it started popping off again. Mm-hmm. And after that, he brought it up again. He made a joke. When library gave me the residency for like weekends, he's like, oh, you took my gig again. I was like, get the fuck out of here, bro. He was like, nah, I'm just kidding. But
That's funny though.
yeah, he never went back after that.
Yeah. Is that when he started doing like unbar and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
yeah.
that's when he started doing bar and started taking another
7 days a week too
Yeah.
at unbar. Goddamn.
Fucking 8-hour sets.
Yeah. Mr. 10% in the building. Damn.
Yeah. So
But that's crazy though.
it's been a long journey for me.
Yeah. How long has it been? What? 15?
I've been downtown about 15, 16 years.
That's wild, dude.
I mean, I used to go to teen nights too, like back in the day, Club Spiros.
Yeah.
They used to throw phone parties, teen nights, and elect Julian Albert. Sorry, Julian.
Damn, you called him out like that.
Julian Albert.
Yeah.
He would DJ there,
Yeah.
and he would let me hop on sometimes. He'd be like, "Yo, you want to hop on real quick?"
I don't even think they have.
I'd be
teen
so
nights
nervous,
anymore.
dude,
I hope they don't have
because he used all vinyls.
Oh, really?
He used all vinyls.
Like out the crate?
Yes.
Wow.
You'd have to turn around, look for your vinyl, and then throw it on.
That's crazy.
And he would test me sometimes. He'd be like, you want to hop on? I'm like, I guess.
I guess. Let me see. That's a lot of work. I mean, it's not just like, we just.
Oh, there were no intros, no nothing. It was
all OG
yeah.
wax.
Yeah.
That's crazy, dude.
So you had to throw it in at the right time.
Mm-hmm.
There ain't no sync button. You gotta match that.
That's crazy. Well, I had a question about you with the city, because obviously y'all know he's been in the city since the beginning of time. But you were hinting at it earlier, like how is the culture? How is Austin? How has everything changed? Especially 6th Street. I know you're on 6th Street a lot.
Yeah, we'll get to the reason on that.
Yeah, but I didn't even know there was a reason.
I just feel like I haven't been given other opportunities
For real?
to show.
Mm-hmm.
I guess too, like you could say it's kind of my fault
Yeah.
because I wouldn't say I'm stuck on 6th Street, but I've been known to just he only plays this and that. Mm-hmm. He doesn't know these other genres, or it's always like come out and see the crowd or come out and see me play. Mm-hmm. It's like I know what you play.
Yeah.
I know what the venue is.
Yeah. So
let me get a shot.
yeah. So what do you think is stopping you from that? that shot?
I think I just need to do more marketing on my end.
Yeah.
Put out mixes to where other people can hear me and be like, okay,
Yeah.
he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
He has other formats. He doesn't just play this.
I will say this about him. I have heard him play house for all you motherfuckers. And he does play some good house that actually surprised the shit out of me. I was like, oh shit, this is really good. Yeah. So he can play other shit.
I mean, but so when I was on 6th Street,
Yeah.
I was Latin heavy.
Latin heavy? Okay.
I was. And I used to get kicked out of bars.
That's wild.
Like managers would pull me off mid-set
be like,
be like, don't come back. We
don't
play
want-
too much Latin.
Yeah.
Or we don't want that here.
But that's not the vibe anymore.
But the bar would be packed, even at that time.
Yeah.
But they said we don't want that here.
Yeah.
So it got to where I wasn't getting booked. And I was like, so I would do hip hop and all that. But then when the Latin wave came back, everybody's like, yo.
It just came back too. It's recent.
They're like, can you come back?
Yeah. And
it's like, oh, now you want me?
yeah, because I mean, libraries.
Let me upcharge that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This man be going in. Hey, give me $500 for 3 hours. Not even 30 minutes. Head ass.
500 2-minute set.
And all he played dog ass. No.
Facts.
All right. Hey, so everybody in the Austin community wants to know: are you like best friends with OTB? Or like, are you his number one promoter or what?
Bro, when I heard that song, I just knew it was a banger.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, this is a banger.
Yeah.
Like it sounds stupid. Like,
Yeah.
dog. Like, who wants to sing that all night? But
It is. I mean,
but it worked.
Yeah.
Like the crowd liked it.
Yeah.
Like it just had that beat, that melody where you're like, okay, I could rock to this.
Be
like
a dog. Woof.
like it wasn't even necessarily the words, but it was more the beat and the melody that I loved before the words.
Yeah.
The words came later where I was just like, oh, you could talk your shit on this. Like,
yeah, no, you really can.
and then I would tell other DJs, yo, just try it. Try it. When you're doing a hip hop set, just throw it in. And then DJs would do it and they'd be like, what the fuck? Yo?
Yeah.
Like it hits. Like
Yeah.
the crowd didn't like.
I've been playing that shit at all my hip hop sets now, and every time I play it, you pop in my fucking head every fucking
Oh, it got
time.
to a point where people are requesting it now.
Yeah.
And like shout out to OG Sprocket. He sent me a video the other night. Some girl saying, I want to hear dog ass. Can you play dog ass?
Oh my God. He be spreading that shit all over 6th Street. Starting waves. And Latrona, though.
Tell OTB I need my plaque.
Bro, no shit.
I got like 500 plays for him on Serato.
You need that check. You have 500 plays on Serato?
For him.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You need to update that shit too. Nah, that was just in 1 week. Goddamn. Thank you guys for tuning in. The rest of the podcast will be on Spotify, Apple Music, and wherever you guys get your podcast from. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Keep tuning in. We'll have episodes out every Monday and Wednesday. Thank you guys.